Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. It's Brian Olenek here, coming to you from my home office, and I'm actually really excited to shoot this conversation because I'm going to be blunt and upfront with you, and take this advice, leave it, it's totally up to you. This is just one tip when it comes to negotiating a salary increase. All right, if you want to make more money, I'm going to give you some straight talk, some business talk, because yes, if you are a good worker, all right, you're a good worker at your job, you want an increase in your salary, or you're wanting to get another job to increase your salary, negotiating what you're worth is all about having confidence and knowing your value in the marketplace. If you know your value in the marketplace, you will have the confidence and belief to negotiate the highest amount of salary that you want, all right? Whether that's an extra 2% increase, 5% increase, all right, 10% increase, whatever you feel you're worth, negotiate that, all right? The higher the number, the better, as long as you're confident in that. Now, when it comes to this from a business standpoint, just talking to you face to face here, practical about life in general, when it comes to negotiating a salary, I've had the hiccups of this in my life, in my experience, twice. And the first time it actually worked, it was just believing in myself, knowing what I was worth, and then approaching my employer, and I just walked up to them face to face and we negotiated something. And it was funny because the first time I negotiated, I actually got what I wanted. The second time though, I didn't. I got rejected, and I tried a third time too the same following year because I was working really hard, and I knew I was working harder than other people, and I knew my value in the business that I was working with. But I got rejected twice, and then I realized that I didn't want to keep getting rejected. I didn't want to keep waiting 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years till I'd be able to finally get paid what I'm worth. I knew that I was worth way much more than what I was getting paid, so I decided to start looking at business. Alright guys, I decided to start becoming my own boss. So my whole scheme was to start a business up, specifically on the internet, to the point where I can make enough money to quit my job, to supplement my income. And I'm just going to tell you guys, the best, most empowering thing you could do, if you don't want to have to always dread negotiating salary, wanting a pay raise, wanting a bonus, learn to actually make your own money so you don't have to rely on that crap in life, because relying on it is reliant on someone else giving you a paycheck. And when you're reliant on someone else giving you a paycheck, you're reliant on that person running your life. They tell you what to do, how to do it, where to show up. They dictate your life. And when you learn to be the dictator of your own life, guys, being your own boss, building your own business, that is the best tip I can give you, so you don't have to go out there and negotiate a salary increase. You don't have to go out there and try and argue with someone how much you're worth, and then just at the end of the day getting frustrated because you know you're not getting paid what you're worth. So that's my tip, guys, because honestly, it wasn't until I started to take things into my own hands. And did it happen overnight? No. Was it easy? No. But it's the same work required in business as you're putting in your job, all right? It's the same work that's required, the hard effort, the energy, showing up every day. That same energy, if you put it towards something that you're creating, you'd be able to make tenfold, all right? And going back, when I was a baker in a restaurant, like a year and a half, 2 years ago, I was just sick and tired of waiting for the next raise. I was sick and tired of having to negotiate and only getting like an increase of like 0.11%. So I started to look on the internet, stumbled across some things that worked, stumbled across some things that didn't work. It really wasn't until I came across an individual who was actually building a business and income on the internet without having to, rely on showing up somewhere, having the mobility to pick up their laptop, computer, travel to another location and still build and maintain their business. And because they're able to do this, which is obviously not average or typical results, you don't see average, ordinary people doing this from all different walks of life, all right? It's just not average, but because they were doing this, and the more work they were putting in, the more they were making without negotiating ever, all right, I began to model and copy what they were doing, because they were building a business, not showing up to build someone else's. And in 3 months' time, guys, because I was building on the internet, I didn't have a lot of crazy overhead like supplies, equipment, employees, I was able to build a full-time income business working part-time. I was able to quit my job September 12, 2014, haven't worked a job since then, and it's to impress upon you, not the same results. But if you want to negotiate a salary, yes, you can take what I just shared with you in the beginning, the belief process, knowing what you're worth process, the confidence process, and you can go negotiate a salary, and you will get it if you absolutely believe you know what you're worth. However, if you don't want to dread that over and over again repetitively in your life, learn to be your own boss. Just from a practical standpoint here, from one person to another, all right, who's been there as well. and maybe you're even in a lower place that I've ever been. But when it comes to it, the best tip I can give you is learn to write your own paychecks, learn to create your own schedule, learn to be your own boss. It's the most empowering thing you could set yourself up for your life and just in general. So I appreciate you guys. I hope this inspires you to go out there and take action regardless of the road you decide to go down. This is just my viewpoint only. But if you want to learn how to get around the same group of people I've been able to get around, to know this and actually learn to build a business and income online, if this intrigues you and you want to learn how to use the same system I've been able to use to build a business online, then connect with me on my site. I'll actually put a link down below. I'll share with you the same system I've been able to use and the ropes of things and how things work. And as long as you're coachable, willing to learn and work, check it out. And I will see you guys with or without you on the beach of the world. Take care.